What can first-time home buyers do to get into the market today?
Thanks, Azim. It's a very appropriate question and very timely question. So today we are doing this recording on Saturday, the 23rd of December, and we got only 7 days to finish this year. The first advice to each and every one of you, for God's sake, please, if you are above 18 years old and if you are thinking of buying a home in the next 15 years, not today or tomorrow, if you are 18 and above thinking of buying a home in the next 15 years, go to your bank or call your bank or go online and please open up a first home savings account and at least deposit $1 for this year. Okay? The first home savings account primarily means anybody who is 18 and above who can contribute to this account up to a maximum of $8,000 a year, up to a maximum of $40,000 in total, and that is totally tax free. So let me put it in context. Again, I'm encouraging you to speak to your financial consultant, financial advisor, because I am not a financial advisor, but I need to talk to you about this to encourage you to do this, because I've spoken to all my clients and I'm calling them to do this. Azim, if you and your spouse are planning to buy a house in the next 3 or 4 years, immediately you should open this account. Let's assume, for example, I'm just assuming, I don't know your financial side. Let's assume you and your wife makes $200,000 a year. Or let's say $100,000 a year. Both of you make $100,000 a year. If you open this account, you deposit $8,000 today, and your spouse deposits $8,000. You deposit $16,000. Now, when you go to pay your taxes for this year, from your $100,000, you'll minus $16,000, and you'll pay taxes only on the $84,000. Now, technically, what that means is, from your tax bracket where you would have been paid 30% or more, you have automatically come down to about 25% tax bracket. And there alone you saved about $8,000 to $9,000 for this year's taxes.
For sure.
Okay? Now, you can also do the same thing for next year. Throughout the year you can do it. You may even do it on January 1st. Let's assume, for example, both of you put $8,000 each on January 1st. Now you have contributed for next year too. Next year too, you gave that tax savings. On the other hand, if you are buying a $500,000 home and you are putting, say, $25,000 down payment and you need some closing cost of $32,000, you can immediately withdraw that $30,000 from that account.
Tax free.
Tax free.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, the reason I'm telling you to start today itself is there are many people, I do understand, you just come into this country and you're a first-time home buyer. But you're just beginning and you're getting into the track of working, your earnings are not that great, that's fine. This contribution can be carried forward. Let's say, for example, this year you deposit $1, next year it's $1. For the next 3 years you deposit $1 each. But when it comes to the 4th year, you already have built up some sort of savings where you have about $50,000 for you to put as a down payment. So why don't you contribute 8 into 4 is 32,000 for you, 8 into 4 is 60,000 for your spouse, 32,000. Now you can put that 60,000 into that account as a bulk and you can claim for that year's tax reductions.
Interesting.
So if you're making 100,000 that year, you already got 40,000 or 60,000 off, you got to pay only on the 40,000. Basically you're paying zero. Right? Now, whatever I told, please check with the FA, check with the bank. I am a licensed realtor and not a financial advisor. Very important. This is a must for a first-time home buyer. That's no ifs and buts in my opinion. Having said that, coming into the larger question that you asked, please remember, you can buy a 500,000 home, a condo or a home with 5% down payment. That is $25,000. You can do that. You can also do it with 10% if you want. Ideal if you can do it with 20%. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. The second thing that you want to do is you also can go into what I said before, form 1213 with CRA and get it updated. Get your tax refunds for not waiting for the year to end, get it monthly, and when you get it, just transfer that into the first home buyer account.
Okay.
So you're building up what you want to get into your home.
Right.
Rather than when you get a bulk amount in May, you get about $2,000 or $3,000, and basically you end up going and buying a Gucci bag, moose knuckle jacket, or you go on a vacation and that money has been busted.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the other one. The third is, it's extremely important. Speak to realtors, your realtor, speak to a knowledgeable realtor. You're more than welcome to give me a call at 647-283-1966. Get advice how to get about. Have a blueprint. It's more important to have a blueprint. You can buy in 4 years, 5 years, or in 4 months as per your speed. The best time to buy is when you are confident you can pay the mortgage for 3 years. So it's not me or your parents, it's you. Think small. If you can buy something for 800,000, but still, if you can manage to buy for 600,000, go for the 600,000.
Right.
Another thing on this itself is, I have come across a lot of youngsters who wants to buy. They're thinking, what if I lose my job? I'm new to the country.
Yeah.
My answer is very simple. If you want to buy something for 500,000, and if you put only 25%, and if you take a mortgage for 475,000, or if you put 10% and get a mortgage for 450,000, the difference is 25,000. Your interest is only about, difference is only about you pay extra $300 a month. So for the next year, you'll be paying 36,000. Into 3 years, you'll pay 10,000. Now, on the other hand, when you put only 25,000 and not 50,000, you have 25,000 in the bank. Either you have put it on a savings account or a business account, or it's also generating some sort of wealth. In case if you get unemployed, you still have money to pay 15 months of mortgage in the bank. So you're mitigating your risk. So speak to us, speak to your financial advisor. There are many ways of getting into this journey.
Right.
Always think small,
And plan
think
ahead.
little, plan ahead, go for a 2-step process.
Right.
Buy a condo, rent it out, live in your stable rental place where you are living, but still buy something and rent it out.
Right.
Then sell that in 3 years or 5 years, move on to the dream home that you want.